to say this to all of the white people as a white person. We are the problem with this country. We have been the problem since day one. Since we designed this country to benefit white people. Beating black people, lynching black people, tearing out the fetuses, use of babies as alligator bait, paying Charleston to beat our slaves, to whip them and put salt in their wounds by the day, segregation, Jim Crow, the genocide of Native Americans, the Trail of Tears, Asians in internment camps, because how dare an Asian come to America? We have to put them in camps because we have to make sure America stays white. Stealing the land from Mexico, stealing the land from the Native Americans, stealing black people on the Middle Passage. Most of you people don't even know what the hell it is or how many people died or about the bull sharks that follow the ships because you don't care about actual history. Oh, hey, let's just take Hawaii. Let's go steal it from King Kamehameha. Hey, while we're at it in this great Christian nation, we're going to say that, you know what? We're a Christian nation made in the image of God. But we're just going to design it to benefit white people. Yeah, a black person's only worth 3/5 of a person. They can't vote. They don't have rights. They're not even a citizen until 100-something years later. Women? Nah. They just need to make us more white babies and fold our underwear and clean our socks and make us dinner and just serve the man. That's their job. We're not going to let them vote till the early 1900s, till the women's suffrage movement. Let's look at the Catholic Church. How many thousands of young men have abused and molested little boys? Oh, look, white people, white men. The Baptist Church. Decades they covered up sexual assault. White men. Gun violence. 98% are men. The vast majority men. White men. U.S. citizens. I know it's shocking. Not drag queens. Not gay people. Not transgenders. White men. Nothing to see here. January 6th. Whiny little children with micro penises. Mediocre white men didn't like the result of an election. And they felt so emboldened that they put a gallows up that they were going to hang the vice president of the United States, beat officers, crush their vertebrae, PTSD, brain damage, heart attacks. Hey, they're patriots, yeah, woohoo! But a black man has the audacity to kneel before the American flag. He's a son of... How dare him? May he burn in hell. But if you beat police officers, hey, you know what? No problem. The white man convicted felon child molester, he's going to pardon them because, you know, we're not racist at all. Every atrocity in this country has been white people. We have to admit it, people. When you go into an alcoholic meeting, what's the first thing they do? Hi, my name is XYZ, and I'm an alcoholic. And white people aren't willing to have that conversation. Do you know why? Because they don't want their privilege to go away. Right now, my wife gets mad at me because I get frustrated. You know, and I am pissed off. Because people in Minneapolis right now are...
Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to this YouTube channel. This is John Unfiltered Commentaries. If it is your first time to come across the channel, please consider to subscribe today and also hit the notification bell so that you'll always be notified every time I upload a video. So guys, there are some of the interesting videos that are trending online, and these are videos about the white people coming out to make some deeper confessions. And guys, this is no longer dancing trends. They're not comedy skits. They're not viral pranks, but confessions. And these are raw, unfiltered, and uncomfortable confessions that white Americans, young, middle-aged, and some even elderly, are sitting in their cars, bedroom, kitchens, and looking directly into their phone cameras and saying something that many people may never have expected to hear. And this is about that we might be the problem. And just like that, guys, this video have gone viral and received a lot of viewership. And guys, these are the videos that I want us to look at. And because it's not about blaming guys each other, it's not about blaming any side, or even about blaming the black community. This time the white people, they have come out to say that we are the problem. So guys, let's listen to these videos, and then I'll be back with a deeper commentary and analysis on this video and this situation.
Student loan debt being just out of control, the government shutdown, SNAP benefits being cut, health insurance premiums about to go through the roof, your rent going up, your pay stagnating, groceries just being astronomical, is because reparations were never paid after the Civil War. Let me explain. After the Civil War, the Union, the North won and the South was defeated, but the South was never punished. The Confederacy lived on in the ideology of the people. of the white people of the South. Reparations were never paid to Black Americans. They were never really truly given the opportunity to pick themselves up by their bootstraps, to rise up and become equal members of this country, equal citizens. They've been fighting for their equality since then. They've never actually truly achieved it. So when white people hear a promise from Donald Trump et al. That we're gonna run the country like a business, to them that sounds appealing. They're like, oh yeah, because you know what? I'm a business owner. I own this country because I'm white. When Black and brown people hear, well, we're gonna run the country, run the government like a business, they understand what that means because they've been dealing with it for centuries. White people think that they are on the side of the owners, the masters, but they're not. Most white people have more in common with the Black and brown people that they look down upon. They are closer to them in the economic tax bracket than they are to the white billionaires whose asses they kiss. But listen to them glazing billionaires, especially on this app. I make $50,000 a year, but I have more in common with Jeff Bezos than I do with George Floyd. The only reason the lie of let's run this country like a business appealed to you is because you thought you would benefit. And now here you are. Now here you are understanding that when they say we're going to run this country like a business, that means they're going to profit off of your ass. That means that if you take $100,000 loan out to go to college, you will be in debt to the federal government until the day you fucking die. You borrowed 100 grand, prepare to repay 300 grand. Because they're running the government like a business now. And guess what? You're a customer, not an owner. The government exists to serve us, not to profit off of us. And we will continue to have these problems until y'all get your...
FAG is not the problem. ICE isn't even the problem. They're all stemmed up. I mean, ICE is an imminent problem. They're an invading force in multiple cities and states, and they are literally a weaponized version of the Klan that is state-sponsored and has endless amount of money for some reason. But even if all three of those went away today, we would still have the problem. And the problem is this. White people, people who look like you and me, we've allowed white supremacy to flourish in this country for generations and generations and generations, so long that people don't even recognize it, myself included sometimes, right? I had a moment just last weekend, or just earlier this week in New Orleans, where I was speaking with a guy on a trolley who grew up there. And he's like, well, you're from the South, right? I grew up in North Carolina. That is the South. You might want to fight me on that. It's not the deep South. He said, you know why everyone's so polite here? And I was like, I don't. And he was like, well, we had to be. He was like, everyone had to be polite to each other, especially Black people to white people, because if we didn't address them properly, we would get killed. I make U.S. history content, and I didn't even think about that. I grew up in the South, and I didn't even think about that. That's how normalized every day white supremacy is in our country. And if the white people in this country don't decide that they're going to extricate the cancer that is white supremacy from themselves, from their homes, from their communities, from everything that they are surrounded with, we will be right back in this position 5 years from now, 10 years from now, however long it takes for the cycle to regenerate, because it will happen. Trump's not the problem. MAGA is not the problem. ICE isn't the problem. It's white supremacy. It's been white supremacy. It will be white supremacy. It's always been that. And if we don't work towards it to fix it now, then when? Oh, and by the way, if you're a white person watching this, guarantee you, when we get rid of white supremacy and the systemic white supremacy that kills people every day, every single one of us will be healthier. We'll all be wealthier. We'll have better access to food. We could even have walkable cities. We could have walkable cities, but that's white supremacy in action, right? The way we've designed our cities is white supremacy in action. So just think about where you want this country to be in 5 or 10 years. Think about how loud you want to be. You will lose people. That's okay. We'll have each other.
I'm just tired of us all collectively pretending that the reason why America is in the state that it's in has nothing to do with the fact that white Americans are still perpetuating white supremacy. A lot of times unconsciously. I'll give y'all that. It is unconscious a lot of the times because it's your culture. White supremacy is white culture. So when you perpetuate your own culture, you don't really realize it. It just seems normal to you. It seems like all the time. And y'all don't even realize it. I'm tired of us pretending that that's not the issue. Why are we not all collectively having a conversation, including white people? Y'all need to be a part of these conversations. Y'all need to be a part of these conversations without taking everything to heart and getting your ego involved and silencing people because it's uncomfortable. But y'all need to be a part of these conversations. And we all need to collectively have these conversations and face that reality. Like, the reason why this country is in the state that it's in is because white people are in the state that they've always been in. They changed the language. They made it sound a lot more socially acceptable, but it's the same thing it's always been. They act like they kumbaya and they come together with people and they put Black Lives Matter signs in their windows and they go, hashtag Black Lives Matter. And they like to participate in the culture of non-white people because it's fun and it's trendy and it's cool, but they never actually change their way of viewing us in the world. Hello, because it's their culture. We need to stop saying white people don't have culture. White people have culture. It's white supremacy. That's their culture. Hello? We're letting them get away with too much. We're letting them get away with acting like we're just all these woe is me, oh, Americans, oh, we need to come together. They're the only reason why we have it. Even the most well-meaning little white people, I don't see color, I want everybody to come together. But they don't actually do what it takes to come together because it will make them feel bad about it.
Can you guys start investigating why you're so easily fooled?
Red America, I can walk the streets of my town at ease because I look just like every dude who thinks Trump is Jesus. So when I look into the next 4 years, it's not me or my family that I worry about. We'll be able to afford an economy going downhill. I've got a college education and a 6-figure income. I'm going to be just fine. My wife is white, my kids are white, they're going to be fine too. But if your thought process stops there as a white dude in America, you've got a problem. Especially if you're a white Christian dude in America. See, I don't vote for Democratic policies for myself. I am actually less likely to benefit from all the things that I think are important for everyday Americans to have. So when I say things like, I think kids should not have to worry about lunch while they're at school, or that healthcare should be free for every American, I don't vote for those things because I can't afford them or because I don't have access. I vote for them because other people can't. And if you don't see Jesus in that mindset, I don't know what to tell you. It was Jesus who radicalized me. And it is because of his words that I am able to look beyond myself and empathize with other Americans that do not share my privilege. So here's the simple message. If you look like me and you don't care about the people that don't.
So guys, what makes me happy is that the white people have come to realize about their mistakes, and they are saying that we are complaining about the rising prices, but you vote the same policies. And guys, they also say that we talk about freedom, but we don't show up for local elections. And also they say we blame the system, but we built the system. For generations, the American narrative have often centered around external enemies, someone else to blame. But this video have flipped the script, and they are not angry. They are also not defensive. They are reflective. And that's what guys have made them powerful. And some creators, guys, are speaking about political division, admitting that outrage culture fuels media ratings. Others talked about consumer habits, how Americans demand cheap goods but complain about outsourcing. And even there is a discussion of how racial tensions are kept alive because division is profitable. And here's, guys, is what this video are trending for, guys, is that they have not been rehearsed, and they are just sounding as honest, as honest confessions. But of course, guys, not everyone would be pleased with these videos, especially them that are coming from the same community that these people are speaking to. And because, guys, some have accused them of being exercising self-hate among themselves, and others have said that this is it is just another internet trend. And yet, guys, the numbers do not lie. The conversation are keeping on spreading into podcasts, news panels, even local town halls, guys. And what we are witnessing isn't just a viral moment, it is a shift in tone. And for years, political discourse in the United States has been loud, almost defending, but these videos, they are quite personal and almost vulnerable. And vulnerability, guys, is rare in American people politics. Now, guys, does this mean a national awakening? It could not mean so, guys, but this means that everyone agrees, and absolutely not everyone is not in agreement. But guys, this means that there are some people from the white communities that can be can show direction to the rest of the people, doing what is right and knowing the root cause of the problem. Because, guys, it is once you have known the root of the problem, that is when you can deal with it, guys. And self accountability, guys, whether you agree with the premise or not, changes the energy of a conversation. It moves it from accusation to reflection, from shouting to questioning, from they